Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to know how to make this Italian seasoned chicken with pesto rice and veggies, then just keep on watching. So this recipe starts with seasoning chicken just because we want to let those flavors marinate. And we're going to start with salt, then add some pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning. Once all the seasonings are laid out on the chicken, then we'll go ahead and add in some olive oil. So the last seasoning we're gonna add is pesto. This is some pre-made pesto that I got from Trader Joe's, and it's just really, really good flavor that's great for everything that you add it to. So next we're gonna move on to cutting up some fresh broccoli. I sped this clip up just because it does take a while to cut it. I like using scissors. It just makes it easy to kind of go around all of like the little branches. But you can always use frozen broccoli if that's what works best for you. For some reason, I have the hardest time cooking rice. So I like to use boil in a bag rice, and here I'm just using cooking shears to just dip the bag deeper into the water so that it gets submerged completely under it, and then I just go ahead and add some salt. So now it's time to start putting everything together. See, like this is just such a quick recipe. You're already almost done. So we're gonna start by adding some zucchini, and we're just gonna lay that flat in one layer on the pan. That way all of the pieces just get cooked evenly all the way around. And then we're just gonna add some seasonings of just salt and pepper. Zucchini has a high water content, so it's best to keep this on like a medium heat just so that it doesn't burn. I do like my zucchini sauteed a little bit brown, but I don't want it mushy at all. So I just allow for it to cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then I just mix it on up just so that it can cook on the other side. So it's time to add the broccoli and add even more veggies to this dish. This dish has plenty of micronutrients from the broccoli and zucchini, where you're getting in that squash as well as the cruciferous vegetables. And this is just gonna really help to just round out those nutrients in this dish. So you're just gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper to the broccoli just to help break it down a little bit. But the key to cooking broccoli that doesn't get mushy on the stovetop is really to just have a cover and allow that steam to just like ruminate in that pan, and it just breaks it down without making it mushy. See, it just looks all fresh and crispy, and it has a little bit of a crunch to it, but it's not raw. So we're just gonna coat the pan once more with olive oil. Olive oil is really just a key staple in my kitchen. Those healthy fats, we're just gonna get all of those in this dish. And what I like the most about using this thinly sliced chicken breast is that it just takes so much shorter of a time to cook. You can actually see how it's like cooking in the pan. It's just literally just takes a couple minutes on each side. I just like to have a little bit of color on my chicken, so we're just gonna let this get a little bit brown, and then we're gonna flip it over to the other side. So you'll notice that the chicken is actually starting to bubble a little bit on the top. So once you flip it over, it's helpful to just kind of press down on the corners of the chicken just to make sure that it's cooking on all of the sides. So you'll see me just like press down a little bit and let that just kind of fall into the pan, and then eventually it'll just kind of stay there. But really you just want to make sure that the chicken is cooked all the way through. Nobody got no time for salmonella. So now that the brown rice is done, we're just gonna go ahead and add some pesto to that and mix it in well. Since pesto is being used, there's no need to add any additional like butters or oils. Oil was already added to the water as well as salt when we were cooking the rice, so no need to add anything else here. But the pesto just gives it that flavor without adding too much else to it. And it takes a while to mix all of the pesto in with the rice, so I just like to turn the bowl as I am mixing, and it just kind of makes like this easier way of just mixing everything through where I don't have to struggle so much, because it definitely can take you a while to get all of that pesto in there. So there you have it, we are all done. You have the pesto chicken with pesto rice and broccoli and zucchini. This is a really nutritious dish that gives you just so much protein as well as micronutrients and healthy carbs. Don't forget to leave a comment if you try this recipe and let me know how you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.